Next we have acidity of alpha hydrogen and aldol condensation reaction. So first we have acidity of alpha hydrogen. Now, we already studied about alpha hydrogen in Cannizzaro reaction. What is alpha hydrogen? Let us take the example of propanol. Here, the functional group is aldehyde group. Functional group attached carbon, that is CH2 carbon, is alpha carbon. Alpha attached carbon will be beta carbon, beta attached carbon will be gamma, etc. Now, hydrogen atom on alpha carbon will be called as alpha hydrogen. So, here how many alpha hydrogen atoms we have? 2 alpha hydrogen atoms. Now, the alpha hydrogen atoms present in aldehydes and ketones will be acidic in nature. What do you mean by acidic in nature? Because they can easily release H plus ions. So, alpha hydrogen atoms are acidic in nature means alpha hydrogen atoms can be easily released as H plus ions. Why? The reason is, we know that the aldehyde group is or keto group is minus psi or electron withdrawing in nature. So, due to the minus psi or electron withdrawing nature of aldehyde or carbonyl group, what happens? This alpha hydrogen can be easily released as H plus, because alpha hydrogen is the hydrogen on the adjacent carbon. So, due to this withdrawing effect, hydrogen can be easily released as H plus ions. Now, what is the exact reason for the acidity of alpha hydrogen? Let us take how we can represent alpha hydrogen generally. Aldehyde and ketone, we know that they are generally known as carbonyl compounds containing C double bond O group, isn't it? Now, the carbon atom adjacent to this functional group will be called as alpha carbon, isn't it? So, this carbon we can call it as alpha carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4. For this carbon already 4 valencies satisfied. What about this carbon? 1, remaining 2, 3, 4. Now, hydrogen on this carbon we can call it as alpha hydrogen, isn't it? So, remember once again, this is our functional group, general representation of an aldehyde or ketone, that is carbonyl group. Adjacent to that there is an alpha carbon. On alpha carbon there is one hydrogen called as alpha hydrogen. Now, due to the minus psi effect of this carbonyl group, because it is electron withdrawing in nature. So, what happens here is, since this group is electron withdrawing, the CH, there is one single bond here, isn't it? So, this bond pair will be shifted to this carbon. The arrow is very important. The carbon hydrogen bond pair will be shifted to this carbon, so that hydrogen can be released as what? H plus. So, what we are getting from this? How we can write the product as carbon? There is no change in this free valencies. When this bond pair is shifted to this carbon, it will be getting a minus sign, isn't it? Then single bond. So, we know that an acid means which can donate or release H plus ions, and the product or the compound that we are getting after the release of H plus ion will be known as the conjugate base of that acid. So, this aldehyde or ketone possessing alpha hydrogen, after the release of H plus ion, this is formed. So, this can be called as the conjugate base of this acid, isn't it? And this conjugate base is very, very important. It is resonance stabilized. Resonance, how we are representing? By using double-headed arrow. How the resonance is? This negative charge will be shifted to here and the double bond will be shifted to oxygen. Actually, first this shifting is taking place because it is electron withdrawing. So, first the pi bond will be shifted to oxygen. Simultaneously, the negative charge on this alpha carbon will be shifted to this position. So, what we are getting here is carbon. There is no change in the free valencies. Single bond will become double bond, carbon. Okay. So, what we have represented inside the square bracket is representing the resonance stabilization. Resonance stabilization in what? In this conjugate base. What do you mean by the conjugate base here? After releasing, if there is any hydrogen on alpha carbon, that can be easily released as H plus ion. After the release of H plus ion, what we are getting is called as the conjugate base. So, this is the conjugate base here, and the conjugate base formed will be always stabilized by resonance. So, how we can conclude what is the reason for the acidity of alpha hydrogen is? The first reason is due to the minus I or electron withdrawing effect of carbonyl group, and the second reason is due to resonance stabilization of the conjugate base formed. Now, next we have aldol condensation, another named reaction. Aldol condensation reaction. First of all, we have to study the reagent. The reagent used here is dilute alkali. So, either we can use dilute NaOH or we can use barium hydroxide. These are the two common dilute bases we are using in aldol condensation. And the condition required is, the condition here required is just opposite to Cannizzaro reaction. What is the condition required for Cannizzaro? Absence of alpha hydrogen. Those aldehydes which do not contain alpha hydrogen can undergo Cannizzaro reaction, but the condition for aldol condensation is presence of alpha hydrogen. Presence of alpha hydrogen. So, mark it inside a box. Now, we will see with one example what is aldol condensation reaction. The very simple example of an aldehyde which possesses alpha hydrogen is acetaldehyde, isn't it? CH3CHO. Like Cannizzaro reaction, here also we have to take 2 moles of reactants. So, 2 moles of acetaldehyde I am taking, and what is the reagent we are using? Either dilute NaOH or barium hydroxide. So, here I am using dilute NaOH. Now, listen, what is a tip to write the aldol condensation product? We knew that here we have to take 2 moles of reactants, isn't it? Now how to write the product is, mark carbonyl carbon in the first molecule, which is the carbonyl carbon here, aldehyde or ketone carbon, isn't it? So this is the carbonyl carbon. So mark the carbonyl carbon in the first molecule. Then in the second molecule mark what, alpha carbon, which is the alpha carbon here. This is the functional group and this is the alpha carbon. Okay, using star mark. Now connect these 2 carbon atoms by using single bond. Okay, first mark the carbonyl carbon in the first molecule. In the second molecule mark the alpha carbon. Connect these 2 carbon atoms using single bond. And when you connect, we know that the alpha hydrogen is acidic, EC2 release as H plus, isn't it? So when you connect, give 1 hydrogen from here, from this alpha carbon to this oxygen. Okay, so that this O becomes OH. So how to write the product as? How we can write the product? CH3 CH. When we connect O, we have to convert into OH. From where that hydrogen is coming? From this alpha carbon. So CH, O will become CHOH. Connect this carbon to this carbon. Okay, by using single. And when you connect, subtract 1 hydrogen from here because we are giving 1 hydrogen to this oxygen. So CH3 will become CH2, CH2. And this is called as aldol. So what is meant by aldol? From the name itself it is clear, containing aldehyde functional group and alcohol functional group. So here we have aldehyde group and OH group. So the first product what we are getting is known as aldol. Then what is the another name for aldol? If you are marking alpha and beta carbon, highest priority functional group is aldehyde. So this is alpha, this is beta. So aldol is also known as beta hydroxy. On beta carbon there is hydroxy group, beta hydroxy aldehyde. Aldol is also known as beta hydroxy aldehyde, which on heating, what happens? Elimination of water takes place. How the elimination of water? Whenever we study the reactions of water, study as HOH, isn't it? So OH will be taken from this carbon and hydrogen from adjacent carbon. So here we have 2 carbon atoms adjacent, CH3 is there, CH2 is there. From where should we take? Yes, carbon with less number hydrogen. Okay, and what is the product we are getting? CH3, single bond, CH. After elimination, now there is no more OH here and single becomes double. CH2 will become CH, CHO. So the first product what we are getting is aldol. Aldol is undergoing condensation. So the condensation product is known as, this is our highest priority functional group. This is alpha carbon, this is beta carbon. So this is alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde, or called as enols. From the name itself again it is clear. En means containing double bond, al means containing aldehyde functional group. So enol or alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde, that is the aldol condensation product. So how we can define aldol condensation reaction? Because since it is a named reaction, we have to define it, isn't it? So how we can define it? aldehyde or ketones possessing alpha hydrogen on reaction with dilute NaOH gives beta hydroxyaldehyde or aldol, which on condensation or which on heating gives alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde or enol. This reaction is known as aldol condensation. Now there are two types of aldol condensation reactions: simple aldol condensation and crossed aldol condensations. Simple aldol means if two similar molecules are undergoing aldol condensation, it will be simple aldol. If two different aldehydes are undergoing reaction, it will be known as crossed aldol condensation. So in the first example we have already seen this is what type of condensation. This is simple aldol condensation. Okay, now we will write one more simple condensation reaction with two similar ketones. For example, propanone. Propanone, what is the formula? CH3COCH3 plus CH3COCH3 on reaction with barium hydroxide, another weak base that we are using for aldol condensation. What is the tip to write aldol condensation? First you have to check whether it is simple aldol or crossed aldol. This is simple aldol condensation because two similar molecules are undergoing. So what is the tip? Mark the carbonyl carbon in the first molecule. Here what is the carbonyl carbon? Ketone carbon. Now mark the alpha carbon in the second molecule. Which is the alpha carbon here? This. Isn't it? This or this, both are same. Now what we have to do? Connect these two carbon atoms using a single bond. And when you connect, change this O as OH and subtract one hydrogen from this carbon. So what we are getting as the product? No need to by heart the products. You can look at here and write the product. CH3, single bond C, O will become OH. And this carbon we have to connect with this carbon with single bond, and when you connect, subtract one hydrogen from here, so it will become CH2, then simply copy COCH3. Now we have one more group in this carbon, that is CH3, that we can write on the top. So what is this product known as? This is the highest priority functional group. OH and CO is there, highest priority will go to ketone, and this is our alpha carbon, this is our beta carbon. So beta hydroxy, is it aldehyde? No, this is beta hydroxy ketone. Or we can call it as, if aldol is undergoing condensation, if an aldehyde is undergoing reaction, the product is aldol. Or if a ketone is undergoing reaction, yes, it is ketol. So like the first one, ketol means containing keto group and ol group, or alcohol group. Now, or what is the common name? Beta hydroxy ketone, which on condensation eliminates water. How we can eliminate water? OH from this carbon and hydrogen from adjacent. How many adjacent carbon here? This is an adjacent carbon, this is an adjacent carbon, and this. But which carbon has the lowest number of hydrogen? This one. So the final product will be, just copy from the previous one, CH3, C, on the top there is CH3. Now no more OH here, the single bond becomes double, CH2 will become CH, and this is called as this is the highest priority functional group. This is our alpha and this is our beta. So this is alpha beta unsaturated ketone, or we can call it as enone. What is enone? From the name itself it is clear. En means containing double bond, on means it is keto group. So containing keto group and double bond is enone. Containing aldehyde group and double bond is enal. So if an aldehyde is undergoing aldol condensation, the final condensation product is enal. If a ketone is undergoing condensation, the final product will be enone. Okay. So all of you note down what is the tip to write the aldol condensation product. So these are the two examples of simple aldol condensation where two similar aldehydes possessing alpha hydrogen or two similar ketones possessing alpha hydrogens are undergoing condensation reaction. Now we will see. Now tell me how many products are there in simple aldol condensation reaction? Yes, we are getting only one product. So remember, if it is simple aldol condensation, we are getting only one product. Now we will see crossed aldol condensation. What do you mean by crossed aldol condensation? Two different aldehydes or ketones possessing alpha hydrogen, and the condition is in crossed aldol at least one molecule must possess alpha hydrogen. Okay. So I am taking CH3CHO with HCHO in dilute NaOH. How we can write the product as? Here it is a crossed aldol condensation, but here we have alpha hydrogen, but here formaldehyde does not possess alpha hydrogen, isn't it? So the first possibility, I am marking carbonyl carbon here. Okay, remember I am marking carbonyl carbon here and I have to mark alpha carbon here. Is there any alpha carbon? No. So no alpha carbon here. So this reaction is not possible. Can we take alpha hydrogen from here? No. Now the second possibility is, I am writing just opposite, HCHO plus CH3CHO in presence of dilute NaOH. Is this possible? Yes, isn't it? So in the first molecule I am marking alpha carbon. Second molecule, yes, I can make alpha carbon, and there is alpha hydrogen also. This reaction is possible. Connect using single. So tell me how the product will be. Convert this O into OH. So here we have one hydrogen, two hydrogen. This we can write it as CH2. O will become OH. Now connect this carbon to this carbon using single bond. Single bond, CH3 will become CH2, CHO. Okay. Then on condensation, minus H2O, OH from this carbon, and here there is only one adjacent carbon, and we are getting CH2 double bond CH, CHO. Now the third possibility, now what we are learning actually, now we are studying the condensation, aldol condensation reaction between CH3CHO and HCHO. Okay, so how you have to write the question is the crossed aldol condensation reaction between CH3CHO and HCHO. So first possibility we checked no reaction. Second possibility, by writing just opposite, yes, there is reaction. Third possibility, remember, when we react formaldehyde with acetaldehyde, we are not simply taking one acetaldehyde and one formaldehyde, isn't it? We are taking a sample of acetaldehyde and it is made to react with a sample of formaldehyde, isn't it? So within this mixture there is possibility for simple aldol, isn't it? So third possibility is 2CH3CHO can react, isn't it? That we already wrote the product. Okay. Now the fourth possibility is 2-formaldehyde can also react. But is there any reaction? Formaldehyde doesn't contain any alpha hydrogen. So such 2 formaldehydes are reacting. Definitely we can write no aldol. At least one molecule must possess alpha hydrogen. So here there is no product, here there is no product. So only how many products we are getting? One product here and one product here. So remember and note down as the second point. In crossed aldol, note down, in crossed aldol, if only one molecule is possessing alpha hydrogen, we are getting 2 products. First, we already see in simple aldol. In simple aldol, how many product? One product. In crossed aldol, if only one reactant is possessing alpha hydrogen, we are getting 2 products. Okay, now the last case, in crossed aldol, if both the molecules are possessing alpha hydrogen. So write down as the next crossed aldol condensation reaction between CH3CHO and CH3COCH3. This reaction we are going to consider. So as usual, so here both the reactants are different. So it is a crossed aldol, but both contain alpha hydrogen. So how we can write the product? We will see the first possibility. CH3CHO is reacting with CH3COCH3. Reagent dilute NaOH. How to write the product as? Mark carbonyl carbon in the first, alpha carbon in the second, and connect. So what we will get here? CH3, CH, O will become OH. Connect this carbon to this carbon by using single, by reducing one hydrogen, that is CH2, then copy the remaining part. On heating, minus H2O. So finally what we are getting is, yes, CH3, CH, double bond CH, COCH3. It's the first possibility, first product. Now, second possibility, I am writing this just opposite. I am marking carbonyl carbon here and taking alpha hydrogen from this. That is also possible, isn't it? So, second possibility, writing propanone first and acetaldehyde second with the same reagent. Mark carbonyl carbon in the first, alpha carbon in the second, and connect. How to connect? CH3, C, O will become OH. Now, connect this carbon to this carbon by using single, and when you connect, reduce one hydrogen from here, so it will become CH2, remaining CHO. And don't forget, there is one more CH3 group on this carbon that we can write on the top, which on condensation, minus H2O, what we are getting is another product. Are they same? No, entirely different. Now what is the third possibility here? Yes, when we take a sample of these two and when we mix these two samples, there will be large number of propanone molecules and there will be large number of acetaldehyde molecules, isn't it? So when they mix each other, there is chance to react to acetaldehyde itself, to propanone itself, isn't it? So the third possibility is CH3CHO plus CH3CHO. Already 2-3 times we already wrote this equation. Now you can write yourself. And the fourth possibility is 2-propanone itself. That also we already wrote. So total how many products we are getting? 4 products. What is the condition? 2 different molecules, it is a crossed aldol and both possessing alpha hydrogen atoms. So how we can conclude it? In aldol condensation, if it is simple aldol condensation, in simple aldol condensation we are getting only one product. In crossed aldol, only one possessing alpha hydrogen. We are getting 2 products, and if both the molecules possessing alpha hydrogen, we are getting 4 products. When you write, you have to write full sentences, okay? So this is the summary of aldol condensation. And if a ketone is undergoing aldol condensation, it will be, the reaction will be called as aldol itself, but the name, when you write the equation, the name will be ketol. If it is aldehyde, aldol. End product will be enal and enone, remember, okay? Now we will see few questions like Cannizzaro reaction. So remember, Cannizzaro and aldol condensation, both the reactions are usually coming in the give reason section also. For Cannizzaro reaction, the condition is no or absence of alpha hydrogen. That is why only formaldehyde and benzaldehyde are undergoing Cannizzaro. The condition required for aldol is presence of alpha hydrogen. The second difference is for Cannizzaro the reagent is concentrated alkali, but for aldol condensation the reagent is dilute alkali. Now the question is, among the following, which all compounds can undergo aldol condensation reaction? Okay. Again, this is back exercise, it is 12.7. First one is CH3CHO. Can this undergo aldol condensation? Yes. Why it is undergoing aldol condensation? Due to the presence of alpha hydrogen. And you can write the equation also. So many times we wrote this compound. The second one is between CH3CHO and benzaldehyde. Is there any aldol condensation? Yes. Here in benzaldehyde there is no alpha hydrogen, but in acetaldehyde we have no. The condition required for aldol condensation is at least one molecule should possess alpha hydrogen. So there is yes, and write the equation. Okay. Third one is two molecules of benzaldehyde. Can they undergo aldol? No. The reason is due to absence of alpha hydrogen. So there will be give reason questions. why acetaldehyde or why benzaldehyde is not undergoing aldol condensation reaction. The reason is due to the absence of alpha hydrogen. Okay. Similarly, CH3CHO cannot undergo Canizar also. The reason is there is alpha hydrogen, because Canizaro condition is absence of alpha hydrogen. So these two reactions are very important in the complete the following sections and in the give reason sections also. Thank you.